It's such a beautiful thing to be able to pour into Black women. I want whoever God has for me. My favorite color is pink. My favorite food is chicken Alfredo. I am 5'10". If you could be like 6'3" and above, because it would help me to feel, you know, like a girl. Like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, and that's okay. Hey homegirls, Symone Landry here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A just to kind of help you guys get to know me a little bit better, since it's been a long time since I posted, so you guys probably forgot about me, or there's new people who don't know anything about me, so I thought I would just film a Q&A video. It has been way too long since I posted, and I've never been super consistent, but because of my new drive and the power of the Lord, I will be consistent in Jesus' name. So I'm starting my YouTube channel back up and starting that journey back up. So hopefully you guys subscribe and y'all are with me for this journey. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video, because I really don't like long drawn out intros. I asked you guys to give me questions for this video on my Instagram, so make sure you guys are following me on my Instagram. I'll put it somewhere on the screen or in the description or somewhere for y'all to follow me. So make sure you guys go ahead and follow me so you can be included in the next video. The first question is, what is your ethnicity? So I'm African American, and my people are from Louisiana and rural Texas as well. And I know that might seem crazy because a lot of people have told me that I look African and not African American, but my aunt did do an ancestry DNA test, and we do have ancestry from Nigeria, Ghana, and a bunch of like West African countries, and y'all can definitely see it in my face. I have very Afrocentric features, but yeah, I am African American. The second question is, what is your favorite TV show? So for me, my favorite TV show is Gilmore Girls. I love it. It's one of them shows that you can like literally put in the background and do other things, because it's just so chill, and it's like, ugh, and it has such a nostalgia factor to me because I watched it right before I went into my senior year, like during the summer, so it has a little nostalgic touch to it to me. But also I love all shows that have that little 2000s character, little 2000s charm to them. The next question says, how do you stay consistent with your content? So for me, I do my content a week in advance. So for example, it's Friday, so I'm currently making content for this next upcoming week, and then during this next upcoming week I'm making content for the week after. So just being like 2 steps ahead of your content, instead of trying to make content during the week for each day, or you know, trying to rush and make content for the week. I already have it filmed, edited, and scheduled before that week even begins. Because if you're trying to make content, like for example for Instagram and TikTok, you're trying to make it like day by day, you're gonna get stressed out and be overwhelmed. But if you sit down and like edit, film, get the captions on there, hashtags, all that, and have it scheduled out before the week even begins, your life is gonna be so much easier. So I really recommend that. And honestly, it just takes a lot of discipline, just like making sure that you have everything already ready to go, so that you don't have to worry about anything or like end up missing like your post time, your ideal post time. Thankfully Instagram and YouTube allow me to do this, but for TikTok they're not there yet, or maybe I don't know how to schedule stuff yet, so that is a little bit, you know, iffy. But you know, you can schedule it for Instagram and TikTok, so definitely take advantage of that. But also sometimes I like to leave 1 or 2 reels undone, just so like if there's like a trend or something, I can hop on the trend. And also just in your morning prayers, like on the day that you know you have to make content, just ask God for focus, discipline, and just ask God to help you. Because like honestly, I could not be this consistent without God's help, because I know that I'm lazy in nature. I'm a procrastinator by nature, but because of God's help and power on my life, I'm able to be consistent. So definitely ask God for help, because there's definitely times where I'm like, I don't even want to post this week, like why am I doing this, like lack of motivation and stuff like that. So you have to not rely on your motivation, but just rely on God's plan to make you a content creator, and just rely on God's strength, because there's definitely going to be times where you have a lack of motivation, but you just have to push through. And I know it's easier said than done, but God can do anything for you, so definitely don't be afraid to ask God for help. The next question is, what is your type? And I'm guessing that you mean in men, and I want whoever God has for me. But seriously, I want whoever God has for me. Like I can have a type, but like whoever God has for me is who he has for me, and I'm going to be attracted to him regardless of what my type is. But nevertheless, some things that I'm attracted to are, number 1, height, because I am 5'10". If you could be like 6'3" and above, that would be amazing, because it would help me to feel, you know, like a girl, like feel like tiny, you know. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't, and that's okay. But for me, you know, it would be nice if he would be kind of more tall. Number 2, I would love for him to be dark skinned, because it's so beautiful. And also I also want my kids to be dark skinned too, so I can teach them how to love themselves, and like dark skin is just so beautiful. But also I'm very open. He can be light skinned. He don't even have to be black, you know. It's whoever God has for me. Number 3, he has to have a sense of humor, because I'm a goofy person. Like I love to laugh, I love to yap, I love to cackle. So he has to keep up with my sense of humor, and it can't be dry, you know. Number 4, I want him to be very ambitious, and I want him to like have a career where like he's definitely making above 6 figures, just because I need him to provide for our needs, the kids' needs, stuff like that. And I'm thinking very far in advance, because I only date to marry. I'm always gonna have my own bag, my own sources of income, but I need need him to at least cover like the bills and all the things like that, and then my money's like my play money. Like I need him to have similar values to me in terms of faith, in terms of practices and stuff like that. And there's a bunch more nitpicky stuff like red flags and green flags and stuff, but above all, he just needs to be a man of God. Like I need him to be in his word. I need him to be able to lead me in faith, challenge me in faith, and just be that man of God, you know? The next question is, are you single? And yes, I am, but don't come around here if you're not willing to date to marry and to court, because I'm only dating to marry. The next question is, what is your favorite Bible verse? And I know it's very cliche, but my favorite Bible verse is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, because it just gives me strength. Like I love to meditate on that verse and on that chapter in that book of the Bible, because it just gives me so much like, because a lot of times I'll try to fight my battles or go through life alone, or like I won't allow God into certain things in my life, but like literally God has so much power that he is just holding for you, and if you allow him in, he's going to change your life. He's going to allow you to do so many different things and just give you strength through any season that you're going through. So it's just a great reminder to allow God into my life. The next question is, how is your content creation journey going, especially as a Christian content creator? And I would say it's going pretty well. Of course, as a content creator who makes faith-based content and girly content, it's going to be a struggle just because a lot of people are not going to want to hear that faith-based stuff, and they may unfollow, they may not want to support you just because I'm proud about my faith and I'm going to post about it and try to inspire people to nurture a relationship with Christ. And now I literally get DMs from people asking for prayers and just community and just like advice and stuff like that. And I love being able to pour into y'all spiritually, because I wish I had somebody like that when I was first coming into faith. I'm learning a lot about like Instagram, the algorithm, and also kind of bridging over to YouTube now and stuff like that. So learning those algorithms and seeing how to better be a content creator. I'm learning so much, and I'm so happy with how my content creation journey has been going so far, because I'm able to really nurture my audience, and I literally am gaining people in my audience who are exactly who I want. Like literally when I see the follower notifications, it's usually a dark-skinned black girl who's Christian and wants to learn more about faith or grow in faith, and it makes me so happy that I'm reaching my target audience. I know it's nobody but God, because it's no coincidence that I'm literally getting my target audience with every single follow that I get. I always want to make sure that I'm promoting a relationship with Christ and not just straight obedience, because relationship comes first and then obedience second, and I want people to want to obey God because of their relationship. So I always want to make sure I'm nurturing a relationship through my content and just making sure I have the correct tone. I love how it's been going so far. It can be a little bit discouraging sometimes, just because as a faith-based content creator, you're going to have a little bit slower of growth because a lot of people don't want to see that. So I'm slowly growing, but I'm so grateful for the community that I'm building too. Like, it's such a beautiful thing to be able to pour into Black women. But yeah, I feel like I'm ranting at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next question. The next question is, how and when did you know you wanted to start making content? So for me, I've been making content since I was a little girl. I started with Rainbow Loom, if y'all remember that, like making videos about that. And then as I've gotten older, kind of doing more lifestyle content. And I was very on and off with like YouTube and Instagram for a very long time. But in December of 2023, that's when I actually started to take it seriously. So I've always known I wanted to be some type of content creator, but I just didn't have the discipline and the power of God, if we're being real, to actually start. And when I mean start, I mean like start posting consistently, because I've been posting for forever, but not consistently. The next question says to say 10 fun facts about you. So first, I'm from Houston, Texas. My favorite color is pink. My favorite food is chicken Alfredo. I was a competitive dancer for 14 years. I'm 5'10". Even though my favorite color is pink, all I wear is neutral colors. I've been making content ever since I was 9, even though it wasn't consistent like I told y'all. My favorite drink is sweet tea. My favorite music artist right now is Lauryn Hill, and I have a twin brother. The next question is, what are you studying? And I guess you're trying to ask what my major is, and I'm currently majoring in marketing. The next question is, what programs do you use to edit? And for my videos and my TikToks and Instagram reels, I use Capcut. And for my YouTube thumbnails and even some of my reel covers, I'll use Canva. The next question is, how did you grow your hair out? The answer is really protective styles. Sometimes you'll see me with my natural hair out, and like right now, because it's summer, I'm wearing my hair out a lot more, but usually you'll see me in wigs or soft locks or cornrows or like something where my hair is covered up, and that really helps my hair to grow because I'm not manipulating it every day. And the last question I have is, what is your favorite memory from UH? And honestly, I would say the football games, because they were really fun. Even though our team wasn't the best last year, I'm really hoping for the best for this year, because we have a new coach and new players, and just I hope it's a lot better this year. But it was so fun, like all the band and like the chants and like just the atmosphere of the football games and getting ready and the tailgate and all that stuff is super fun. So that's all the questions that I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to leave your feedback by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, and turning on post notifications on. Until my next video, Jesus loves you, and peace out.